I turned off chat GPT for so long because I thought this is going to take away people's voice. It's going to like replace people. We're not going to be human anymore. It's all going to be robots. I mean, I was anti it. Even on the first call that I was on a training, I like stopped the training. Like I stopped being on there because I could not handle, oh my gosh, we're all going to go to ChatGPT. We're all going to turn into robots and then nobody's going to be human anymore. And everything I've learned now with an open eye, because if you're coachable, you see things differently. I realized you can use it for good. It doesn't have to all be for bad. And I love the fact that now, because I've used it so much, and when I say so much, I'm using it maybe once a day, right? It's gotten to know me so well that, well, now I've used it like 4 times already, but it's gotten to know me so well. It knows that I'm looking for women that are driven for the Lord, that want to grow his kingdom. It knows that I'm looking for moms. It knows that I'm looking for all those aspects. Like it already is getting to know me. And so when I say and I give it my post and I say, can you tweak this? Because my brain isn't working correctly today and I just need it to sound more like me, and I'll give it my post and it tweaks it and it legit sounds like me. Now there might be something that it doesn't, and I'm like I'm putting my dots in it, or doing things that I normally put in there. But the more that you come back and say, actually, this is how I would write it, it will do that for you. So if you don't have ChatGPT, download it ASAP right now because I'm going to have you actually do action steps on this call because I want you utilizing it and I want you to see how it could truly transform your business to help you work easier. Um, and yeah, tell it your story. Say, hey, I'm a homeschool mom with 2 teenage girls at home. I am trying to look for other women that I can help coach. I mean, you guys are different. Help coach into helping create an income from home through our gut health supplements. I mean, you can tell it whatever you want to. Like I'm helping Tanya right now, right before the call, and we were like, she found a reel. I helped her remix it. Remixing reels are still a thing. It's great. So I can help you guys do that. And I told her in ChatGPT, say something to the nature of, I'm redoing a reel. It's got a baby on a Roomba on it. It's funny. Help it touch people. My audience is GGs that are millennials that love Jesus and give me what you got kind of thing. And we fixed it, to sound more like her, to be relatable. And she just did her very first reel and it's already up. And so look at her, love it. But again, all it was, and then you say, like, if it gives you too many words, then it's more of like, okay, give me a shorter hook line that will bring people in with the reel. And now my chat GPT knows that I'm sassy and bold. And it's like, would you like a more sassy, bold, soft approach? And I'm like, yes, please. And so again, the more that you use it, the better that it's going to start working for you. So what I want you to do is, okay, who has it downloaded? Does everybody have chat GPT downloaded? Because I want to make sure everybody does. Now, Darcy, do not do this right now. You're going to come back to it. Hopefully you can be home soon or sit soon, do something because we're going to do action steps. If not, just soak it in and try to do this later. Because the one thing about trainings is that we can come on to trainings and then we just don't do it. And I'm not calling Darcy out. I'm just saying for all of us, we get on trainings and then we don't apply it. And I want this training to be applicable. You're going to be applying things today because I want you growing. We have the Plexathon coming up soon, which is phenomenal. I pray that you've already texted all of your people that are wanting to get their products covered or that you're helping get this business going for them. They need to be on that call, hands down. And if you haven't, you're going to be doing that at the end of this call. Okay. Let me start with the first thing. If you've not already, I'm going to give you some prompts at ChatGPT right now. What do you feel like you struggle with ChatGPT first? Let's go there.
Well, I've never used it once. So I've done the trainings and I've listened through, but I've still never used it. I'm still praying about it and figuring it out. So
Okay.
So I've not given it one prompt. Now I've used the stuff on Facebook. It's kind of like GPT. to help with wording,
Right.
and I appreciate that. But
Oh, you're
so,
gonna love this even more.
and,
Okay.
and like you're talking to a brand new person because you are, even though I've heard some about it, I've never done it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and that's why I'm asking. Okay. So the biggest thing is you need to tell it right now your story. And tell it your story and who you're reaching to. So it's got a little microphone. Use the microphone. And I would just say, I am a homeschool mama with two teenage girls at home. I love to help other women make income from home so that they can build the lives and the dreams that they're looking for using the calling that God has given them. Like, I want to help them make income from home so they can touch this kingdom, touch this world to help build bolder people for Jesus. Um, I love Jesus. I'm very bold about him. I want everybody to know about him. Like you just literally blah, 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 blah. It doesn't, there's no perfection in this, okay? You use that little microphone button. I'm going to give you 1 minute and you tell it about you. And then I'm going to have you do something else. So do that right now. Okay, did everybody do the prompt? Tell me where you're at.
I did it, but it didn't do anything.
That's okay. But you have it in there, right? And you
Well,
hit,
I did the voice clip and then like it didn't do anything.
what do you mean?
The microphone,
Yeah?
like I'm sending a voice clip in Messenger,
Yep.
and when I got done, it shows nothing.
It might be because you're on Zoom at the same time.
Hey, it might be.
I've had that do that to me before, certain apps. If I'm on like a voice call
It
for
won't
someone,
hear. Right.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Hannah, pop off, do it really fast and pop back on.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. Everybody else have that done? And then I'll help her when she gets back too. All right. What do you feel like you want help with right now? Creating a reel using ChatGPT or creating a post with chat, whatever. You know what I mean?
Post.
Post. Oh, Christy said reel. We'll do both. Okay. Let's do a post. Okay. Um, post today. Now, today is the last, $25 off, whatever. So you can say, because you already have your prompt in there, why don't we tell a story about you? So I would now say, I'm trying to create a post telling my story. I used to suffer with XYZ, whatever. Um, because of the products I'm currently on, I don't struggle with it any longer. Help me create a post that will touch my ideal audience, telling my story. And then at the end, you'll say, have a call to action. I have a $25 coupon. Everybody do that really quick. I'm going to work on mine. Okay, you're going to see that. Okay. Hannah, did that work?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're creating a post. And now what you're going to tell it is say, I am wanting to make a post telling my story. I used to struggle with XYZ, and I want to talk to my ideal audience and offer them a $25 coupon or a call to action at the end of my post. And then it'll pop a post out for you. I know, I'm doing one right now. Actually, I stole Jordan Roddenberry's and I was like, I really like this post. Can you tweak it for me and sound more like me?
I do that all the time. And a lot of hers, because I'm like, she just puts it so simply. And so, I don't know, it's just so beautiful how I can go in there and it is exactly what I would say.
I just did it. Yeah.
I don't have to think so hard.
Correct. Well, and then it gets to know you even more that you like the short and sweet and stuff. And so then that helps too. Want a shorter version for stories. And then it says, do you want a shorter version for stories? So it'll then create slides for you. Their graphics are not great, so just FYI. It'll create slide prompts for you. So let's say you just want to then pop pictures of you in there. You'll put captions. It'll give you caption wording. So okay. Tell me, how's it going? Chrissy, have you used it to actually make graphics for you?
I've used the Canva one and it just, it just stinks. It's
I
not.
haven't done the Canva one yet. That's my next. I heard
The,
Canva does
the
it.
regular one, it's always going to have something messed up on it, especially if it uses a brand name. Something's always going to be wrong and messed up because of copyright and things like that. So I've had it do it, but I don't use those because it's never turned out right. But it does sometimes help with ideas, especially when you use the Canva one on what to use.
Gotcha.
And I guess I'm just gonna have to take notes and then do it after. So I'm not hopping back and forth, I guess.
You don't have to use the microphone. I was just thinking the microphone was a little bit easier to talk quicker in, but you could totally type it. It doesn't have to be long. Because that's what I'm doing right now, because I kind of the same thing.
Hannah, do you have your story somewhere where you can copy and paste it? 'Cause that's what I did. I had mine written out from years ago and I just tweaked it and I copy and pasted it and told it I told it to give me a 10-day store or 10-day post sharing my story. So it may be easier if you have that.
Um, I have bits and pieces of it, but that's good to think about.
Yeah. So maybe go find an old post of yours telling your story
Yeah.
and say, here's an old post of mine. I want to retell my story, offering a call to urgency with a $25 off coupon.
Okay, I'm gonna type that offering a call
Yeah, a call to action.
action
Um,
with a
hitting my ideal audience with a $25 coupon.
Okay, I'm typing that in the chat so I can come back to that.
Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good. Because I'm even having mine tweak even more of what I had.
So that time it gave me 3 different captions with 3 different posts.
Yeah. So then so why it does that is it's trying to get to know you. Which do you resonate more with and say, wow, I really like option 2. Can you give me option 2 with, let's say you're like, I like it, but I'm wanting it to be more faith driven or hitting other actual Jesus leaders in my area. Then it'll tweak it and do that. So I have had them tweak like 10 different times to where I get it even more sounding like me because then it just knows. It just knows.
And if you're doing it, if it's a slide one, sometimes it can be confusing when you first start doing it. If it's a slide one, it'll give you slide 1 and 3 different captions that you can put on the slide. And then it'll give you slide 2. So it's like the different stories that you can post with it. So it could be doing that for you too.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't tell it. I'm like, I'm still working on the post. Let's keep tweaking the post. Okay, tell me, how's it going? How's it working for everybody?
Hey, Cassie, real quick question.
Yeah.
The $25 off,
Mm-hmm.
the coupon that you had them put in the prompt, is
Mm-hmm.
that the one that's just merely for the people who started back in 2024?
Yeah, but it's technically working for brand new VIPs.
Okay.
So
Maybe it's
the
just,
biggest thing was the target is we're trying to create silvers with it. And
oh,
so
okay.
if we can pull somebody brand new in today and help them use that coupon and help them go silver, that's still the goal. But if we're just trying to grab people, just to grab people, it's not the goal.
Yes, right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, so if I use it, it's working for me. So what you're telling me, I just want to verify.
It's not going
If
to
I
work for
have,
your order.
no.
Oh, okay, okay.
It won't work for my order. But if I create a cart and send it to a new VIP, it will work for them.
Correct.
But what I want to clarify is that it may work for me to get $25 off of their order, but more than likely, if I didn't start in 2024, it won't give me the $25 on my account.
Now you're a brand ambassador, so
Yeah,
it won't
yeah.
be 25.
Correct.
Okay. I just want to verify that for everybody else here who is new. I don't want you guys all going and looking for your $25 here in a few weeks. You're
Yeah.
not going to get that with
Correct.
this.
Correct.
You see what I'm clarifying here? Everybody
Yes.
clear as mud. Excellent. Okay, good.
Okay, did everybody get a post? Now go find a picture. And we're going to post it. And then I'm going to show you some other prompts that we're going to do.
Like any picture of us, or
Any picture. Like I just found a picture of I just did active. Me and Julia outside a few months ago. Like,
okay.
I want to make a suggestion here.
yeah.
Before you make this post, at least comment on 3, 4, 5, 10 people's stories or posts before you post it. Because what I'm noticing with mine and with some of my team is if they just put up a quick post and they don't do any social beforehand, the only people seeing those posts are Plexus people. So if you want other people aside from Plexus people to see your post, before you make a post, take 5 minutes to get in somebody's stories and just comment on their stories. Like, it doesn't take too terribly long, but just make sure that you guys are trying to get that social side out there so that when you're putting that post out, it's not just all of our Plexus people that see it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm probably going to have to pop off here in just a minute when my client walks in. So just heads up.
Okay. And you want to comment on your ideal person, not just random people. Okay, I just commented on a few of mine. Then we're going to keep using ChatGPT here in a minute. I'm going to keep showing. How do y'all feel about the post that it made for you? Anybody? Anybody?
I love mine.
I love mine too. It's awesome.
Okay.
I probably could have dwindled it down a little bit more, but I'm working on a time crunch. So I just want to get something out.
Yeah. Well, and you can even say make a shorter version and it will. So like, let's say you guys don't like what it said. Say, could you redo that and make a shorter version or whatever? Whatever comes to your mind, tell it to do. It'll do it.
That's perfect for you, Julia, because you talk too much anyways.
I love our calling out on our calls.
It is true, which is why I have asked it to shorten it more than once. All right, guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Did everybody get their post out? How do y'all feel about it? Because we're going to go to the next thing.
Can I throw some advice out there real quick?
Please do it.
Okay. When you're using ChatGPT, using words like changing the tone, the quality of the tone, playful, the 6th grade language, a 4th grade language, making it simpler to read. Those are all different things and adjectives you can tell it that will help make it more you, and make it more what you want your audience to see too. So I say all the time, like for the one I just did, it gave me a really, really good one, but I said, make it shorter and more playful. And it immediately gave me something a little bit more playful and a little bit shorter that still is heartfelt, but it's not as heavy and as much thinking, I guess you could say, that goes through it.
Yeah. I had to do like sixth grade level a while back because it was way too eloquent. It was not my words.
I think there's a studies show that sixth grade language is typically the language that majority of Americans speak into. So
Right. Sixth to eighth grade for sure. Um, okay. I just made a post. Okay. How does everybody, Hannah, how is it going? How do you feel about it?
Sorry, it takes me, I have so many pages up, it takes me a bit to get back here to unmute.
You're okay.
Good. I'm grabbing a picture. I'm gonna be like Julia and let perfectionism go. I would much rather tweak it, but we're gonna let it go and move on.
Okay. Well, and you can tell it, you can say make a shorter version. I mean, you kind of want it to get to know you. So whatever you want it to tweak, go ahead and tweak it really quick though, too.
Well, then I don't know how to go back because it said, do you want to make Facebook stories? And I said yes, and now it's only showing me
No,
Facebook stories.
so that's fine. Just say, can we go, you tell it, say, can you go back to the post? I want to tweak that post a little bit more and tell it what you want it to do. I've even had it go back 3 or 4 times of what I had it do prior, and it does.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal.
once you start using it more often too, I can show you how you can create folders in there too. It's
Ooh.
Stop. See, I'm literally just learning. So
I only started using it in January, and after like a week of using it, I pay $22 a month because I use it so often now. So
I love it.
And then you said post a picture of anything and make a post on that, or?
Yeah, so whatever prompt that it gave you and you feel like it sounds like you, then what you'll do is you'll find a picture of you or a picture of outside or whatever, it doesn't matter. Post that picture with those words. Because people go to Facebook to actually see faces or see something, and so you want to post it with something.
Oh, okay, so the post that you just posted, send a picture with that.
Yeah, make sure there's a picture with that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tell you some other crazy things that I just had it do. I'm telling you, Christy probably knows way more than me, but I want to be kindergarten level to y'all too,
and
because
you can ask it. You can say, "What can you do for me?" And it can just give you all this stuff. It's so cool.
it's crazy. Trying to think of what I had it do. Oh, I'm having it redo my Instagram bio. That's the one thing I'm trying to help it with right now too. So next we're gonna do a reel. So I want everybody to go to Instagram. If you have an Instagram, we're gonna do Instagram in a minute. And what I want you to do is I want you to kind of scroll on reels and find one that resonates with you. Like Hannah would probably, I could see her finding a chicken one or something, right? Like Tanya, I had her scroll for a second and she laughed at one. I was like, okay, what was that? And it was a baby on top of a Roomba. It looked AI generated, but it was funny, right? And so we use that one. And we're going to make it to where you literally are like, you're going to scroll for like maybe 4 or 5 reels, and you've got to find one in there as you're scrolling, and we're going to try to remix it. And I'm going to teach you how to do that and using ChatGPT to help you with wording on it. Because that's what I just did, and I'll show you. And it'll give you hashtags.
So this I haven't done yet. Would you suggest it being something that's lighthearted and funny, or like something that you're like really like want people to think about?
Either. There's sometimes ChatGPT knows me well enough to say, do you want it sassy or do you want it bold and sassy? Or do you want it soft and faith-filled? Like it knows that I have all sides of me, which is crazy. But like my Instagram bio, all I did was I took well, maybe we can do that first. Well, no, I want y'all to do a reel. But later, I want you to take a screenshot of your bio and say, I want to redo this. Help create a few options. Like let it think for you. And it gave me several. And then now I'm having it tweak even more down to be a little bit more me. So, okay. So I'm going to give you all a minute. Scroll some reels. And if you have some funny ones or some you have saved already, awesome. Even better. We just have to make sure you can remix them. Go ahead, Christy. What are you gonna say?
Say I have like I have a bunch that I've saved because I want to remix them and I've been saving them for weeks. And one of them though I'm like I really would love to share it, but it's super controversial. But
Perfect.
it's Tim Hawkins, the government can, where he's talking about the government can take all your money, and somebody posted it's a new DOGE, the Doge.
I mean, hey, here, I'll tell you, honestly, people like more real stuff like that than you think. So,
Okay.
what I would do is, for you, Christy, go ahead now. When you remix it, you have to retype something over it. Like it has to be your words or something. So with ChatGPT, I would just say, I found a funny reel. This is what it's about. Help me create a new hook line for it. Has anybody else found a reel? Now, with Tanya, since you just did yours, you can do another one and we'll save it as a draft so you can post it tomorrow. So we'll do a new one.
Should I post this call to action thing since my only other post is my reset results?
Oh, let me see.
Do many Plexus things in a row?
Maybe not. Maybe for you, let me look.
Because then I think my one before that was ending my day 3, so it's like it's all the same.
It's all Plexus.
I need to break it
So
up.
why don't you? But you did have Finley's eye appointment. So
Yeah.
her eye appointment was in here.
I was going to post about Addison's soccer game next, and then kind of break up things.
So do the soccer game thing and ask, if you need ChatGPT's help on that. Just say, I want to relate to other moms that their kids are in sports. Help with a post with this. You're really great at this too. So
GPT are besties.
Yeah, I figured you would be. I'm becoming besties with it. And then I'm going to teach you how to do a reel. Now I cannot figure out how to unblur my background. I have looked in my in my stuff, like how to turn it off. I can't. I don't know how. Every time I click on something, it blurs it more, or it
Did you
does.
ask ChatGPT?
I probably should, but it's fine. I think it's in my settings and the actual camera I have attached to my thing, I think. But it is what it is. I'll work on it another time. But I'm going to try to show you guys how to remix something. But are you guys there yet? Are you ready to see how to do a remix? Because I don't want to jump ahead unless you're ready and you found a reel.
Do we need to just have the reel pulled up, or what do we
Yes.
need?
Have the reel pulled up. Like I would have the reel ready like this.
Okay.
Then what you're going to do.
Hang on. Okay. Sorry.
You're
You
okay.
keep talking. I'm a little bit slower than everybody else, especially right now. So I'm going to do this and then I will go back to the other. So all is well.
Okay.
You're not the only one slow because I'm completely confused.
Oh, no.
I've never used GPT. I've never used the chat before or did a remix.
Where are you at so I can help you? And that's for you, Hannah, too. Tell me where both of y'all are at so I can help. Because I don't want you
yeah, I have a reel. I picked out a reel, but I don't know how to repost it on my Instagram.
I got it. That's what I'm going to teach next. So don't worry.
Okay.
Hannah, where are you at?
I'm going to go back to the post later because I couldn't get it to go back. And then finally I hit a recircle arrow arrow and a circle button, and it pulled the post back up because I kept saying go back to the post, and they're like, be more specific, and I didn't know how to. Anyway, so I've got that figured out now. So now
Oh,
I'm going to the reel, and then what I do on Instagram is if I see a fun reel and I want to redo it, I literally save it to a folder that says redo. So I'm in my redo folder, and I'm just going to grab one.
perfect. Okay, so grab one, and then okay, Tanya, no worries. And then what we're gonna do is you'll see 3 buttons, and the only thing is not every reel can be remixed. So you're gonna have to kind of see if the reel will be able to be remixed or not. There's some that I get so frustrated because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great, and then I can't remix it because some people will turn off like allowing people to remix things. And for somebody like me that's not tech savvy and I'm just posting stuff up there, those are the people you want to find that you can remix their reels.
Real quick. So a
Yeah.
lot of the reels I have saved are for like their other health and wellness companies, but it was good information that I want to tweak for our stuff. So should
Yes.
I not choose that, or is that okay?
No, I think it's fine. And if
Okay.
you want to send it to me, I can look at it too. But
Okay.
I'll show you kind of how to find if you can remix it. That's the biggest part. So if you look at the 3 dots down underneath the little arrow, like the send arrow, there'll be 3 dots. This will pop up. Now, once this pops up, you'll find real fast if you can remix it or not. It will say right in the middle, remix.
Yeah.
Now, if you can remix it, you click on that. It'll pop back up and it'll actually allow you now to put text to it. So the only thing that you can do, there's 2 things that you can do. And you've seen, I've done this a few times where I'll have my face in it. So if I want my face in it, I'll hit the camera, like this camera one, and then it'll try to find me. And when it finds me, it'll say, do you want your, picture big or small? And so when it finds me, I'm like, oh, I don't want my face covering everything. So I'll literally pinch my face and pull it down to like this corner or somewhere down here. And sometimes I'll just react to it. I wish y'all could see. You can kind of see. I'm over here. I'll sometimes react to it like, wow, look at that. And all I do is I'll hit this button in the middle and that'll start recording it. So then I'm down here in the middle going, wow, look at that. That's so good. It can't hear me, but I'm like reacting to the reel. So this is one option to do, is I could actually have my face in it. I can make me big. I can keep me big through the whole thing. I've gotten it to where, like, let's say I don't even want my face in there. Then, or if I do, I only want it for a second. I'll put my face in there and then I'll like move my face away until the reel is over because then I'm not in it anymore. But I'll let the reel finish and then I'll hit the next button and type up my own wording or something to that nature. Okay. So that's one way to do it. So I'm going to start over because I don't want my face in this one. Let's say I don't want my face in this one. I'm like, never mind. I changed my mind. Okay. Did y'all see how to do the face thing first before I move forward? Okay. So now next, let's say I don't want my face. I just want to type something. So then I'm going to use the AA, the typing, and I'm going to be like, it just depends on what your reel is about. So like with Tanya's, her audience, we're going to target millennial grandmas that love Jesus and want to make an income from home. So hers, she made relatable in her reel, and it was like any other Gigi's laugh at this too, or something to that nature. What we did is we asked ChatGPT what hook we could have for her for that reel. Of course, ChatGPT couldn't see the reel, so we kind of described the reel. So like, give me an example right now of the reel that you guys have up that you want to remix.
Well, I have one of a corgi being the ring bearer in a wedding,
Okay.
and I
Now,
love corgis.
okay, that's fine. So with this, I want you to think when I'm watching this and I find out more about you, I find that you love corgis. Now, if you're wanting to grow an income and a business, how can that relate to your ideal person that would want to come to your page to learn more about you, about income too? So like, tell me about the corgis on it.
So it's just like this big grand wedding, and they have the corgi running from, the end with the ring bear with the thing on its back with the rings running up to the couple that's getting married, and
Okay. So
they bend
then
down and hug it.
ask ChatGPT, you'll say, I found a reel with a corgi in it. Say exactly what you just told me. And then say, I need a hook line for this reel that will bring in my ideal audience and tell it what your ideal audience is. It's grandma's working from home. Maybe make it funny because you obviously thought it was funny and cute. Make it funny and cute. That will bring in people to either comment or watch my reel. And do that, and then tell me what it prompts you with. Hannah, what one do you have? And Ashley, tell me what you guys found.
So
Mine, well, I don't think this is a good plan for mine because it's another company's information.
Oh,
I don't want my face in it and I don't want it writing over it. So let me find something that's not a business redo, but a regular redo.
okay, perfect. No worries. Yeah, and there's some of those that I'll save that I want to make my own with. Like it's like an idea. Sometimes I'll either send them to myself or something, so I need to probably save them, but to
Yeah,
remake.
that's what I did. So
Gotcha.
that's not going to work for this.
Yeah, no,
So
not that one. But go find another one that's, that maybe you don't have to completely remake. You could actually just put
right,
new
yeah.
words on it.
So I have a folder saved for like redo business, and then I have one just for redo. So in
Oh,
general.
nice. That's awesome. So you guys can make folders, and that's something I need to get better at for sure. Because I'm literally just saving. And I just have to scroll through all my saves. I need to get better at that. Oh, okay. I need to go get that.
Okay, I have one, and it's talking about instead of a daily coffee creamer, you use dates and the nutrition factor behind dates and stuff.
Okay.
So
So tell GPT that and say, I want to redo this reel that has this information that will hit my ideal audience let me see, to educate them because that's on dates. So maybe to educate them and prompt them to comment. Create
okay,
a hook, like create a hook for it.
will it show this person's video then?
Huh? No. So in ChatGPT, go tell it what this reel is about really quick, and then we're going to go back to the reel in a minute.
Right. So will I be using the reel that I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Ashley, which one did you do? What reel did you find? And then Denise, on your post, I just saw it. The one thing to make sure when we're copying and pasting the asterisks, it looks like one of the asterisks stayed. Oops, I didn't mean to do balloons. Just go back and you can take that portion out. Thank you.
I did one about working out with your bestie.
Ah, okay. So then you could say to ChatGPT, um, help me. I found this reel about working out with your bestie and hit my ideal audience on other women that would love to be able to create an income from home and be able to work out with their bestie on their own terms.
Oh, that's good.
And then say create a hook line for it. Because the big
Okay.
thing is why we stop on reels is because of the one sentence, right? Like the one thing that stops us. Because the biggest thing is you've got to figure out, and this is for all of us, who we're talking to. Like for me, I want to find kingdom driven leaders. Leaders. I know that I can turn people into leaders, but I also am looking on Instagram for leaders. They're already maybe in their community and as a leader, or they're seen as a leader or whatever. Like that's kind of my Instagram and who I'm speaking to with teenage kiddos, homeschooling, things of that nature. So you have to figure out who you're speaking to because it's going to be different than mine. Oh, I might go live on this one. I might do a reel on this one too. Okay, Hannah, what did ChatGPT come up with for your dates?
Well, I don't think I'm doing it right because it says, ditch the junk, honor your temple. This God made coffee creamer is changing the game. Or a few more options are natural, nourishing, and kingdom minded. This is how we sweeten our coffee. Feel
Is
your
it for
purpose.
coffee? Is the dates for coffee?
Huh?
Do the dates help with coffee or something?
It's just a healthier. A lot of your coffee creamers have like
Junk.
bad oils and junk and all that. So it's just a different way to. So what I said is I need a hook line for a real IC that is using dates for coffee creamer. My ideal audience is kingdom driven leaders that are looking for natural alternatives to everyday things.
Perfect.
Except for it's throwing in.
Well, and just say, maybe now you can tell it what not to say and say, can you redo that and maybe touch more on the health aspect or something?
Okay, yeah, because it says, because even if your coffee should align with your calling. And I'm like, that's not really quite making sense.
I mean, it kind of does because if I'm called to be a like health and wellness coach or whatever, and I'm putting crappy creamer in my stuff and not alternatives, I could see that.
This one says healthy habits for holy hustle. Check out this all natural coffee creamer swap.
I mean, that's kind of good. Anyway, you just keep, but again, it's got to get to know you and say, I love it, but can you like maybe be more educational? Tell me, more education or something to that nature.
Okay.
And again, I've tweaked some up to 10 times until I'm like, that's it. Thank you.
Hannah, can I give you a secret?
Go,
Yep.
Sam.
All of them.
You're
Please.
not going to hurt its feelings by telling it you don't like it.
Keep saying please and all. Thank you.
Okay? You don't need to people please a computer.
Oh my
You
word.
just tell it how it is and tell it what you like.
Okay.
Oh, Sam, I love that. That's so true. I can see myself doing that and being like, oh, I didn't really like that.
I'm
but
so
I'll use
sorry, ChatGPT. I hurt your feelings. I really did like your post. No, I don't like it. Refix it right now.
Okay, this is a little better. Did you know dates can naturally sweeten your coffee and support your health? Here's why this God-given fruit is the perfect creamer alternative.
Okay, so now say, can you make a hook for my reel? Because you want something that'll draw people in, like the first sentence, like something. Ashley, how's yours going?
Good. It came up with a whole bunch of fun ones. I think I'm going to use one. There's one that says healthy habits and home income. That's what bestie goals look like.
Okay. If you like that one, go with it. Because again, you're going to hit your people with that one. And you can ask it alternatives and say, keep going. Make it softer, make it funnier, make it um, more faith-filled and bringing in more Jesus besties or whatever. I mean, you can, I have told it 1,000 times different things, and I'm thinking it probably can't keep up with me anymore, but it totally does.
Okay, we went off course again by asking for a hook because now it's saying, what if your morning coffee could support your health and your calling? Let me show you a God-given swap for chemical-filled creamers using dates.
Okay. So it didn't, so you can always go back to the beginning. It's just try and say, I need a short caption hook for the for my, how would you call that, Sam or Christy? From a reel, like for the
I mean, if you liked what I did before, to say no, go back to the other thing and add a different, give me a caption that goes along with it.
a shorter caption that
Yeah.
will draw people to watch my reel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to send this ChatGPT prompt into our pay or thing. This is the thing is if anybody else is like me, I put off things because if I have to be like shown how to do them, which is why I wanted this call for us to actually do them.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
I went through about 3 of them, and this one I thought was really cute. And it says, "Ready for a heart melting moment. Watch this sweet bow tie corgi deliver the rings, turning a dream wedding into pure affection."
Aw, that's cute. And that hits like a fur audience, people that love furry animals, but you're trying to grow a business. So then now I would say, I love that, but can you also now create more text that will help me with hitting people that want to make an income from home or something catchy that will draw people in and tell it that the dog is running up towards, the front because then it can like get an idea of, are you running for extra income? Or are you, you know what I mean? Something to that nature. So keep asking it tons more questions. And like Sam said, you can't hurt its feelings. Sometimes I think that, but anyway. Hannah, what do you got?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, what if your coffee could taste amazing and nourish your body? Let me show you how. Ditch the fake, embrace the natural. Your morning brew deserves better.
I like that for the
The hook.
for the wording on the reel.
Okay.
Like ditch the fake.
Okay.
And
So,
then so when
think
you
we're
redo it, I would almost put ditch the fake dot dot dot. And then you'll make another text box. And what was the other? Ditch the fake.
ditch the fake, embrace the natural. Your
Yeah,
morning brew deserves better.
perfect. Then I would do three of them and I would do your morning brew, or whatever. So it's ditch the fake, embrace the natural, your morning brew deserves better. And then all the wording you're going to put in the caption part, the actual like post part of the reel.
Okay, wait, you lost me there.
Okay. So like when you're making a reel,
Mm-hmm.
let me show you.
Because every time I go back to ChatGPT, it takes my reel away, and then I have to go scroll and find my reel. So, because I'm getting off Instagram.
Oh,
So
right. Correct. And that's
it
okay.
looks like I'm confused.
So what you do on the reel, the way to like keep it so you don't have to keep finding it again, just save it to draft.
Ah,
Because that happened to me 3 times with Tanya earlier. And I was like, dadgummit, because I kept doing the exact same thing and it never saved my stuff because even though I saved it to draft, I kept going back and forth to ChatGPT and it kept erasing what I was fixing. So every time you go back and forth between the apps, just save it to draft so that you don't lose anything because I was losing everything and I was getting so mad.
Okay.
Okay. So then what you'll do, if you're in the reel now, you'll hit the AA to type and say, ditch the fake, ditch the chemical fake or something like that, whatever you want to put, ditch the fake. And then I would go again. So once I had that text box up, it's ready.
Yeah. Okay.
I hit that. Then I'm going to hit it again. And I'm
Okay.
going to, whatever it said, the next one was. Ditch the
Embrace
fake.
the natural.
Yeah, embrace the natural. And then I'm going to hit done. Now I have 2 texts there and it's fine. Now the next one was ditch the fake, embrace the natural.
Your morning brew deserves better.
Yep, your morning brew deserves better. Okay. Once you're done with all 3 of those, then what you'll do is you're going to see it's going to look like mumbo jumbo. You're going to go to edit video.
Okay.
And you should see the text boxes here.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one I want it to see is ditch the chemical fake or ditch the fake. So that one, I'm going to make sure that it's going to be at the front of my reel.
Okay.
The next one, I'm going to make sure it's behind that text, the next one. So it's second.
Okay.
So then that next one, the third one, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to make sure it's third, that it pops up third.
Okay.
And then when I play my thing, I should only see one, and then it'll go away, and my second one should pop up. And then my third one should pop up.
Okay. All right. I get that.
Okay. Do you see that?
I'm going to go back now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. So when you're able to remix something, you either have to do those 2 options. You have to put your own text over it, or you do your picture.
Hey,
so for me,
I'll be right back. My dad's calling and he never calls unless there's something serious.
Oh, okay, go. So like for me, you guys, I did this goat one. If you want to go look at my Instagram, I did it. I just literally covered the words that were already on here. I made sure my box was big enough that it covered the words, which I was sad because I really would have done something different, but it's okay. All I did was I just covered up the words with a different color and a box to make sure that they couldn't tell there was other words behind it. And that was it. And so that was an easy fix. It literally, well, it took me a little bit longer when I was hoping, but it's pretty simple. And then I just used ChatGPT to help me with wording. I already kind of created words. I said, help me finish this post, and here's what the reel is about. And then create hashtags for me. And it created hashtags for me. Like it did everything. Y'all should go like it because I only have a few people liking it right now. Oh, see, Christy just did it. She did her face. And so she's just listening to them talking. And that's when you see the reels like that. That's exactly what Christy did. All she did was make sure she hit the camera. So then it's showing her face the whole time. And she just put herself down in a corner and she's just reacting to the reel as it's going. So that's the 2 options. You can, and she really could have done this. And just the other trick is if you don't have your face, like let's say you don't want your face in there and you don't want any other words on there. You don't want to rechange it. I will put it as if I'm going to put my face and then just push it away. And then nothing shows. Yes. So then there was one that I showed for a hot second and then I just held it the whole time and let it do its thing. And then right at the end, I just hit end and I was done. So then I wasn't in the video the whole time. So that's another thing. If you just kind of put your phone away, it will then just not have your face in it because it can't detect a facial feature anymore. So there's that option too.
Okay, I asked it a few times and it finally came up with this one. It says, ladies, imagine profits approaching as reliably as this ring-bearing corgi. Each cheerful trot a reminder that your next smart move can bring income closer one delightful step at a time.
Okay.
Make it less formal sounding, maybe?
Yes.
Less formal? Okay.
Yeah.
And say, can you do that less formal in like a 6th to 8th grade level and do and make it sound more like me. But the hard part is it's just getting to know you. So it doesn't know you yet. But the more that you keep changing it and the more that you keep like fixing it, it will get to know you. Ashley, how's it going?
I think I did one.
Oh, let me go see. And I'm going to give y'all one more trick that I want to do before we get off and get on the next call in a little bit. Okay, Ashley. Yes, this is on Instagram, Kaya. So I'm trying to help. So Kyle, we did a training today on Anthem, and so if anybody knew, now some of you don't know who I'm about to say, but Trisha Rieger just helped somebody go emerald in like no time flat. Okay. What she did was something we've all done. The problem, or not the problem, the thing that she honed in on is she did it every single day and reached out to 70 people a day. It's not sustainable. He even said that, but she knew that she needed to hit a goal and hit this income at a certain point. And so she did it so that she could. And she prospect like a beast, and it was all on Instagram. And so what he taught is exactly what Trisha Rieger taught Hannah. Her name is Hannah too. What to do, and this girl went emerald in no time. So if you guys want big goals, I'm going to give you all that next thing, but it's growing your Instagram, and I'm going to help teach you. So once y'all are done with that, I'm going to show you the next thing and the prospecting on how they did this. And so I'm going to give you an idea. So like on, oh gosh, American Idol. One of the girls on American Idol did a reel. I commented on it, and I'm getting a ton of comments after mine saying, yes, I totally agree, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go to those comments and I'm going to reply to those people and try to see, are these people that I would want on my team? I'm going to legit prospect them. So I see this one girl, she has 880 people, but she doesn't look like it's all her St. Bernard. And I'm like, nah, okay, next, because it's fine. No judgment. It's just not who I'm looking for. This one, I can't even go to her page unless I follow her. So it's a private account. Again, totally fine. But I'm going to go through here and I'm going to look just like the people are going to be looking at yours when they're like, who is this, Christy girl? Why is she messaging me? So like this one, she looks super cute. She just is on here. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure to comment back underneath one of her things that she said on me. And I'm just going to connect. And then I'm going to be like, amazing, right? Then I'm going to go and I'm going to reach out to her. And I'm going to say something to the fact of bringing that post back into our conversation of like, isn't it great that we're seeing American Idol talk more about Jesus? I absolutely love seeing world changers happening now and people being bold for Christ. And then I'll ask a question. Same for you or something to that nature. All I'm doing is I am slowly building conversation with this person to get to know them and say, hey, like, I love that you're commenting on, tell me more about yourself. We might have a lot more in common than you think. I'm just getting to know these people. And then Kyle, I think I took a video of what he said. Did you or no? Huh? Oh, I did on some of it. Yes.
Yes.
And let me see if I can play it.
We'll have each other Zoom early, but let me just ask you the question, like, what are some, health struggles that or some health goals you're trying to accomplish? So I would say, I never say health struggles, health goals you're trying to accomplish. Oh yeah, no, that's an immediate message. Okay.
Yeah, and so there's that of like, you're just getting to know them. And if they've liked or commented on your stuff, it's an immediate yes for a conversation. An immediate yes. And then I also got another Message. I just got to find it. But you're pretty much when you're going to, let's say Priscilla Shire, prime example, Priscilla Shire's page, you go to her comments and you're going to find like-minded mamas. You're going to scroll on their stuff and be like, "Oh my gosh, she looks freaking cute. I could totally see her on our team or whatever." Again, you're going to go to her comments, go Priscilla Shire's comments. You're going to go to that person, look at her page, and be like, "Oh, I totally see her." You're going to comment if she's commented on Priscilla Shire's stuff, which she would have, or you wouldn't have found her, and you're just going to react to what she said, like, "Man, I loved this as well. This hit home for me. What stood out to you?" You're going to start talking. And then you're going to go to her privately and say, "Man, I love Priscilla Shire. You know, did you ever see the War Room movie, or have you seen any of her movies lately? Aren't they phenomenal?" And then you get to know her. And then you're like, "Yeah, what do you do? I work from home. I help people. I help other women, build an income from home so they don't miss other moments like this and to be able to have, XYZ." And and this is the hard part for people pleasers. So for Hannah and I, it takes a while, but listen, they can say yes or no. They can tap out of the conversation, yes or no, but at least you've started a conversation. And so they can be like, "Oh, I love that you do that. Tell me more." Or they can be like, "Oh, that's great. Peace out." Right? Again, it's just starting conversations is where we're at. Ashley, what do you have?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something, so you're good.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Denise.
Okay, so it came up with this one. Hey, ladies, picture money coming your way, like this cute corgi with the rings. Every happy little trot gets you closer to cash and big smiles.
I would say it's getting better, and tell it that. Say it's getting better. It's not there yet. Make it sound less spammy and more authentic to the reader. Okay. Does that make sense on going to comment on people's page or people's things on Instagram? Does that make sense to everybody? Because the other girl named Hannah went emerald in like, no joke, less than a year, I think. Yes, Kai, you need Instagram. I will help you. The good part is when you're brand new, it's even better.
Okay, how about this one? Imagine this, imagine this, a sweet corgi trotting up the aisle with the rings, steady, happy, and right on time. That's the vibe we're aiming for as we build and come together, one fun step at a time.
Okay, it's getting better. So I would just say find something that sounds more like you, that you would actually stop on that reel and do. And then retype on that and post it, just like we were showing earlier. So I would just say, wouldn't it be nice to me if it was me? I'd say, wouldn't it be nice to be able to run to money this quickly, or run to money like this? Question mark or something. I don't know, Christy, what would you do?
For Denise's,
Yeah.
this is the first time you've used ChatGPT, you said, correct? Okay. So I would tell it, just be honest, because it's going to save you time in the future too. I would tell it about yourself.
Yeah.
I would write out another thing, and you can just tell it things. It doesn't actually have to do anything. You can just say like, "Hey, I want you to understand that I am, and you can tell them what religion you are, that you're conservative, that
Yeah.
you like to be playful, that you're very informal when you speak to people, you're very friendly, like throw those things at it, and then say, can you come up with a completely different, can you come up with a different caption that really sounds more like me? Because it's not catching on that it's you, and the more and more you do it, the more it will. But if you tell it what you want and tell it who you are, it'll get there a lot quicker.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I would just say, okay, this is great. This isn't me. Let me tell you more about me now. Like, act like it's a person just like us. Talk to it just like we're right there with you.
But it has no feelings. So again,
Yeah.
talk to it like it's there, but don't
Apparently, I heard
down.
it has a name, and so now I'm like, I want to ask what mine makes up its name about. So
I have a question about
yes.
okay, so this is where I get caught in this and I need help. So what Kyle was talking about earlier, so you're going to somebody's post and you're looking through the comments for people. And when I click on them, if it's a private account, are you following them? Or are you just letting it be? So
Letting it be.
only
Yeah.
people who are not private?
For me, I'm already looking for leaders that aren't ashamed to have their account like,
Okay.
again, for me, I'm looking for leaders that are they look like they already have a solidness behind them.
Okay. And because like my thing is like each person I keep finding, and I may just not be looking at the right people's stuff, but each person I'm like, oh, this person would be my person. They've already like their bio is healing the children, holistic health, natural remedies, healed my nonverbal child,
Ah,
if possible.
but
And
you can follow them and they could accept you. Now, if they accept you, then that's an instant open door.
well,
So,
this one's public anyways, but it's
oh, okay.
certified
Then
holistic detox coach.
totally. Okay. I am going to have to go check on my girls and stuff. We're going to keep doing this type of training every elite call because the thing is, I want you guys to get into action. I want you guys to start moving the needle, and really, it's just the fundamentals. The ChatGPT is phenomenal. I want you to get to know it. I want you to get to start working with it more so that it gets to hear you, understand you. But then the next thing is, I really want you to start really growing Instagram or TikTok, whichever. Instagram is just where I feel like people are it's a little bit easier right now. It could be both, but this is where you can go, scroll, get to know people, start talking to them, and whether they start conversation back or not, that's on them. At least you started it. That's the big point. And again, this Hannah girl did 70 a day. Now, I'm not saying you have to do 70. I'm not saying you have to do that for months. I'm saying, what if you did 70 today, 70 tomorrow for a week? Could you imagine if you did 70 for a week? Where and how many more conversations you actually would be in if you only did one or two a day? So you pick the number, you figure that out, and then let's have a lot more conversations on Instagram and Facebook, and then we're going to grow. You're going to grow. It will happen. So
All right, so 70 conversations. Is that what you're saying she was doing on Instagram?
yep.
Because she was commenting on other posts and people were replying to her and
Yeah. So she was prospecting them. So pretty much she was like, hey, Denise, I see that you're a stay-at-home mom, or I see whatever, right? Like, let's say I go to your Instagram and I'm like, I get to know you for a hot second. Like, hey, I see you're a stay-at-home mom, blah, blah. I actually do that as well. I absolutely love it. Tell me more about yourself. My goal is to help other women create extra income from home. I don't know if that's something you're looking for, but if you are, and love Jesus, I'm here. I'm all here for you. That is,
okay.
she did it unashamed because she's like, the result is either they replied back to me or they didn't. And I still got my message out. And I'm like, I loved that. And it wasn't like, here's my link. I don't know if you're looking for supplements or whatever. No, it was, I see, Ashley, that you work out with your bestie every morning. How awesome. I don't know if you're looking for a different career change so that you can do that more, but that's what I get to do. I get to help other women and I'm successful at it. Do the exact same thing. So if you're open to looking or hearing more, I'd love to pop on a Zoom and tell you more about what I do. Done. That's what this girl was doing. So
That's
she
awesome.
connected. Yeah. So I would go to your page, find out about you, send a voice message about you, and prospect you that way. And that's what she did. 70 of those a day. So Do it, guys. We can do it. Find those people. We're here to touch the nations, and you would not believe how many people are actually looking for this. We just have to be bolder and be stronger than the other people that are probably doing it to them before. And that's why you're seeing people join all these other companies, because somebody else did it before you did. So we need to get to them and help all of these women that love Jesus and want to be in our community. So we can do it. Find your number, whether it's like 40 a day or 50 a day or whatever. Find that number and do it. Okay, guys. The Plexathon starts in about 15 minutes. Make sure you please reach out to any of your customers that want this as an income and help them watch this Plexathon, because they're doing prizes and giveaways all throughout the day during this call. And so I don't want anybody to miss it. Okay.
And real quick, if the Plexathon, if they can't make the whole thing, they make 30 minutes. 30
Exactly. Exactly. Hands down. Whatever they can come to does not matter. So, okay. Bye, guys.